Well, Abby, we now have the document. It's roughly 38 pages that we're looking at, it looks like from what the judge said yesterday, this is exactly what the Justice Department did. We're talking about significant portions of this document are not redacted, and we're talking, again, just from my eyeballing of it, it's probably roughly half of it is actually visible to us from these pages, and it goes through from the beginning of it. It goes through the timeline of the Justice Department getting involved in this, which is back in essentially in February when the FBI receives a referral from the National Archives that there are these boxes, these 15 boxes that have been retrieved from Mar-a-Lago, and that they contain significant amount of classified information. And significantly, it says here, there's a lot that is redacted, but it says there is further probable cause to believe that additional documents that contain classified national defense information or that are presidential records subject to record retention requirements currently remain at the premises, and this is significant. There is also probable cause to believe that evidence of obstruction will be found at the premises. Again, this is why the FBI believed that they had to take this extraordinary step, which was that they believed they could find evidence of obstruction, not just the storage of classified information in an unsecure way, but just the idea that there might be obstruction, which we don't know a lot more about what that is, but it really says that they were concerned perhaps about the destruction of evidence or other methods to try to evade what the FBI was trying to investigate.
Evan, let's go to Jessica Schneider right now as well, bringing her into the conversation. Jessica, you've been going through this document as it's just come out moments ago. What are you learning from your initial read of it?
Well, Evan touched on a lot of it as well. I mean, we're getting a lot of information here, just to show viewers at home what this is like. I mean, the first few pages of this actually do have a lot of information. However, it's the back half that's significantly blacked out. We're going through that, and at the end of this, we're also seeing a letter that was sent from counsel for the former president, Evan Corcoran, who's been significantly involved in this entire investigation and the back and forth with the National Archives, as well as Jay Bratt. He's the chief of the Counterintelligence and Export Control Services at DOJ. He's been at the forefront of this investigation. And it talks about, in this May 25th letter, I'll just read a little bit for you. I mean, it says, "Dear Jay, public trust in the government is low, and at such times adherence to the rules and longstanding policies is essential." And it talks about Trump's political power in the Republican Party. And it's really pushing back against the DOJ and this entire investigation. We know from this affidavit that the FBI investigation began in February of 2022. This letter to Jay Bratt happening in May 2022, just a few months later, and really pushing back. There are bullet points here. I'll read the few bullet points. It says the president has the absolute authority to declassify documents. This is an argument that Trump's team has repeatedly made, that he had this standing order to declassify documents that has been disputed in many realms. In fact, our Jamie Gangel talking to more than a dozen former Trump officials disputing that there could be a, quote, standing order to declassify. President Trump's attorney saying that any presidential actions involving classified documents are not subject to criminal sanction. That they were making that argument, but obviously this criminal investigation continued nonetheless. It's claiming that DOJ is under political influence here. Again, that's another argument that we've seen Trump's team repeatedly make, even though the Attorney General has said that there would not be any political influence, that they would follow the facts and the law. And then it says DOJ must be candid with judges and present exculpatory evidence. So this was Trump team pushing back on the DOJ in May 2022, several months before that search warrant was executed at Mar-a-Lago. So we're still going through this document, but there's a lot to be gleaned here, in particular how Trump's team was reacting to this continued investigation, their pushback just before, several months before the search warrant was actually executed. Abby?